I first wrote this poem for the rally, the day after rally in Seneca Falls, the day after Donald Trump was inaugurated. And I was asked to read it tonight. I've had to add a lot. In the last 3.5 years, a lot. It got longer. So I'm going to read you a longer version this time, but it's just as urgent, if not more, so much more urgent. Vote, 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 vote. Tell everyone you know, vote. This is a personal poem. We want you, they said, to do a political poem because you are a feminist poet and I am a feminist poet, I thought, but I don't really do political poems. I thought I do personal poems. So this is a personal poem. Hi, I'm Kathryn Cowles, a feminist poet as aforementioned, born and raised in a strict conservative religious household till I turned 18 and ran screaming away to college, would have happily burned my bra even till I found out that's not really a thing. This is a poem, a personal poem about my body, how by the age of 5, I was made to hate it, to be afraid of what it could do without my telling it. I wanted to control it. By 10, I was dieting, was sure I was overweight, bombarded with pictures, pictures, pictures everywhere, pretty tiny girls. And what with all that locker room talk, boys will be boys stuff one hears in school hallways, or now out of the mouths of presidents, who has time to worry about academics with all that pressure? Me and a million other 10-year-old girls, me and 2 million don't have time. This is a poem about how at 17, my best friend was sexually assaulted. Back seat of her own car, no, she said. Again, clearly no. Again, no. Had to sit through church the next day while her rapist blessed the sacrament. And we lived in a state where politicians had decided abortions were not allowed for 17-year-old girls with parents who would not sign off. Clearly their bodies were not their own. So we made a plan. If it came to that, started sneaking small bills from our parents' wallets, planned to pack a suitcase of PB&Js, steal my family minivan and drive to Denver, Colorado, home of a famed Planned Parenthood where we heard we wouldn't need a parent's permission for the abortion, sleep in the car, and then take what we had coming when we both got back. This is a personal poem. Us and millions of teenagers over the years, us and millions of other girls. Years later, I had an abortion. Did you hear that? I had an abortion. This is a personal poem. This is not so long ago. Already had a baby a year old and was still wrestling with dark postpartum, working full-time and sinking, and that was it for me and the millions of others, me and the 1 in 3 women who will have an abortion by age 45. Look around me, and 1 in 3 of us are in my personal poem. And more than half of women who have abortions like me already have kids they want to protect, or who don't have the money or the stability or the desire to be a parent, or who made a mistake or were victims of chance or survivors of sexual assault. Because it's my body, it's my body, it's my body, it's my family, it's my life. This is personal stuff. Who made me hate my body at age 10? Who made it impossible to get an abortion in my state at 17? Who made it so my crap health insurance in college didn't have to pay for birth control pills or pap smears and could routinely charge women up to 50% more? Pre-Obamacare, perfectly legal discrimination. The crap health insurance of half this country now thrown sharp into relief mid-pandemic with everyone losing jobs. Who made it so when I went on a crashing job market in 2008, half of the very few jobs in the country for feminist poets like me were canceled and never did come back. Hard to imagine them ever coming back now. Firings and hiring freezes all round, even though my job, my life, anybody's job and life had nothing, I thought, to do with Washington or Wall Street. I was wrong. Who makes these things happen, these personal things, and why do we keep putting these people in charge? All my life, all these things I thought were circumstantial, bad luck, all the little inequities, the structural humiliations, the struggles to make ends meet, all these things I thought were personal. Well, they are personal. This is a personal poem, but we all know the personal is political. I have 3 young daughters, little army of feminists. This is their life. This is safe schools. This is safe water. This is a real expiration date to a pandemic. This is healthcare as a human right. This is human is human. This is Black Lives Matter. This is Black votes matter, whether it's 1920 or 2020. This is Black women matter and women of color. This is yes to every letter of LGBTQ+. This is yes to trans. This is me too. This is enough is enough. This is safe breath. This is rent. This is a living wage. This is standing rock. This is stopping war. This is the lives of immigrants, of refugees. This is there but for the grace of God. This is undocumented workers and children, all children, those poor or war-torn or jailed at the borders or those in our own schools on lockdown or learning from home. This is their lives. This is their parents' lives. This is their grandparents. This is 175,000 and climbing, gone, all gone. This is needless. This is wildfires and hurricanes. This is climate change. This is fracking. This is the levees breaking. Everyone's in their own personal poem, and our poems can feel so separate, and they're not. We're all in this boat. And the people who control the circumstances of our lives, they're far away. It's time to yell far so they can hear, far and wide. It's time to pull the fisticuffs out, friends. It's time to say, this is my body, this is my poem, this is my life, this is my family, this is my whole world. It's time to be brave, to be restless and wild and strong in resistance, because the personal is political, and this is a personal poem. Thank you.